There are moments in life when everything feels stuck, when nothing moves, nothing changes, and every prayer sounds like it's echoing into silence. But what if I told you that the moments when God feels the quietest are often the moments right before He changes everything? Before God upgrades your life, He disrupts Italiano. Before He lifts you up, He shakes you loose. And before He gives you the breakthrough you've been praying for, He prepares you in ways most people never notice. If lately your life has felt uncomfortable, confusing, or strangely heavy, you're not cursed. You're not forgotten. You might actually be standing on the edge of a God-given transformation. And in this video, you're about to discover 5 powerful signs that God is preparing to change your life forever. Signs most people overlook until the blessing arrives. Welcome to SoulMind Therapy, the place where faith, healing, and real-life wisdom come together. If you're ready for clarity, healing, and spiritual insight, then relax and listen closely, because this message might be the one God brought you here to hear today. Sign number 1, your life enters a divine discomfort when God is preparing to change your life forever. He often starts by making your current situation uncomfortable. Not to punish you, but to push you. You'll feel it mentally, emotionally, spiritually, maybe even physically. The things that used to satisfy you suddenly feel empty. Environments that once felt familiar now feel too small for who you're becoming. People you loved being around no longer speak to your soul in the same way. It's like your spirit outgrows the room before your life does. This is not ordinary discomfort. It's divine pressure. It's God saying, where you are is not where you're meant to stay. People think breakthroughs begin with blessings, but most breakthroughs begin with irritation. A holy disturbance, a deep inner feeling that says, I was made for more than this. And maybe that's you right now. Maybe you wake up feeling restless. Maybe you feel like something bigger is calling you, but you can't explain it. Maybe your job feels too tight. Your relationships feel unbalanced. Your peace feels disrupted. And you don't know why. Let me tell you why. Because your spirit can feel the next chapter before your mind understands it. If your life feels uncomfortable right now, don't run. Don't blame yourself. Don't panic. This is not the end of something. It's the beginning of something. God often disrupts your comfort before He reveals your calling. Sign number 2, God starts removing people and closing doors. When God is about to change your life forever, He doesn't just add, He subtracts. You may notice certain people drifting away. Communication slows. The bond weakens. The energy changes. Sometimes there's no fight, no drama, no final explanation, just distance. And it hurts. It's confusing. It feels unfair. But here's the truth. Not everyone can go with you where God is taking you. Some people were only meant for the chapter you outgrew. Some were there for your survival, not your success. And some were sent to teach you, not stay with you. So when God removes people, don't chase. Don't force it. Don't beg for closure. Because God sees conversations you didn't hear. He sees actions you didn't witness. He sees hearts you couldn't read. The same is true with doors. Opportunities you thought were perfect suddenly collapse. Plans fail. Something you waited for falls apart at the last moment. You start asking, God, why would you allow this? But maybe, just maybe, that disappointment was God's protection. Maybe that closed door saved you from something that wasn't aligned with your purpose. Maybe that no is God making room for a far better yes. If God is removing people or closing doors in your life right now, pause. Your blessing might be hidden in what feels like a loss. Sometimes God subtracts so He can multiply. SIGN number 3. Your spirit feels a shift. You can't explain, this one is powerful, and most people never recognize it. Before God changes your life, you'll feel a deep spiritual shift. You may not see any physical evidence yet. Nothing may look different around you. But internally, something feels off, strange, heavy, or even strangely peaceful. You can't put it into words, but you know something is moving behind the scenes. Your intuition becomes sharper. You get sudden insights, sudden clarity, sudden gut feelings that feel stronger than usual. You may feel God pulling you toward new habits, new thinking, new understanding, like He's preparing your soul before He changes your circumstances. For some people, this shows up as random bursts of emotion. You might cry and not understand why, or suddenly feel hopeful for no logical reason, or lose interest in things that used to control your mind. For others, it's conviction. God starts highlighting things you need to release: bitterness, jealousy, unhealthy attachments, old memories, hidden pain. He starts purifying your mind for the blessing He's preparing. Let me say something important. Elevation always requires pure. God upgrades your heart before He upgrades your life. So if you feel a spiritual shift, don't ignore it. Don't push it aside. That may be God tuning your spirit to the frequency of your next blessing. If you've been sensing a shift, a strange inner movement that you can't explain, don't doubt it. You're not imagining anything. Something is coming. Something is changing. God is preparing you for a life you haven't seen yet. SIGN number 4. Your old identity starts falling apart. One of the clearest signs that God is about to change your life forever is when your old identity begins to break down. This is not about losing yourself. It's about shedding who you're not. You may find that old habit suddenly irritates your spirit. Old ways of thinking no longer represent who you're becoming. You begin questioning things you used to accept. You start wanting to heal instead of hide. You start wanting growth over comfort. You start wanting purpose over approval. Suddenly, the things and people that matched your old identity no longer match your new spirit. Your soul starts whispering, you can stay who you were, because who you were can take you where you're going. God will often challenge your identity before He changes your direction. He will push you to release the version of yourself shaped by trauma, fear, insecurity, or survival, and step into the version shaped by strength, wisdom, and calling. This process feels emotional. You may struggle with confusion, questioning, self-reflection, even loneliness. But that's because transformation always comes before elevation. Butterflies don't fly until after they fall apart. If your old identity is breaking, if you feel like you're becoming someone new, trust it. God is rebuilding you for the chapter you prayed for. When identity shifts, destiny changes. SIGN number 5. God starts bringing new alignments, new ideas, a new purpose. This is the moment things begin to make sense. Suddenly, you meet new people who feel aligned with your spirit, supportive, wise, uplifting. You discover opportunities that match the exact season you're entering. You start getting ideas that excite you, motivate you, and make you feel alive again. You may feel pulled toward new routines, new dreams, or new environments. You may feel inspired to break old cycles or start something fresh. This is not random. It's God ushering you into the next level of your life. New purpose begins to rise. New boldness grows. New clarity forms. You start realizing why God removed certain people, why He closed certain doors, why He made you uncomfortable, why He let you feel the spiritual shift, why He reshaped your identity. It all starts aligning, and then it hits you. All this time, God was preparing me. I just didn't know it. If new ideas, new connections, or new purpose have been showing up in your life lately, don't ignore them. That's not a coincidence, that's confirmation. God is shifting you into a season of alignment. Final message. If you are experiencing these signs, get ready if even one of these signs has been happening in your life. You are not in a random season. You're not going in circles. You're not being punished. You are being positioned. God is preparing you, shaping you, guiding you, and aligning you with a blessing that is going to make sense of every sleepless night, every tear, every loss, every delay, every disappointment, and every unanswered prayer. This next chapter is not going to look like your past. It's going to be bigger, deeper, stronger, and more meaningful than anything you've experienced before. Your life is about to shift permanently. If this message spoke to your heart today, don't leave without claiming your next season. Comment, I am ready. So the algorithm sends this message to more people who need it. And if you want more life-changing spiritual guidance, make sure you subscribe to SoulMind Therapy, where every video is made to strengthen your spirit, heal your mind, and help you walk into the future God prepared for you. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Stay ready. Stay aligned. Stay faithful. Your life is about to change forever.